Hi everyone, hope you had a lovely half term. So here we go again, spring 2, week 1, Monday's English. Now I'm just going to share my screen with you and remind you of the piece of work that you need to look at for not only this week, not only this lesson, but this week's English. So Thor and his mighty hammer. Now you read through this and used it to help you with your planning of your saga before half term. You are going to be planning your saga you're going to be writing your saga this week, okay? And you can use Thor and his mighty hammer to help you and perhaps magpie some ideas. Now, this week, because we've already said to you that a saga can be quite a lengthy piece of writing, we're going to be breaking it down. So today you will be writing your introduction, and you can see here that I've highlighted the introduction in italics. Tomorrow, Tuesday, you will be writing the middle section of your saga. So again, the middle section I've underlined, so it's clear the information that you might need for that. And the conclusion you will be writing on Wednesday. And again, I've highlighted the conclusion in bold for you. So I've attached this to Padlet for you, or it's in your pack. So please make sure that you look at it and use it throughout the week. Right, now this is the PowerPoint for today, so let's get that going. So I can write to entertain. So like I said, you will be writing your saga this week, so you're writing to entertain. So let me just quickly remind you of what a saga is, because it might feel like a very long time ago that we did this. So a saga. The Vikings loved stories. When the stories were about Norse gods, they kept the powers and personalities of each god consistent from story to story, but made up many new adventures. Some stories were told about their triumphs in war. Some stories were told in the form of a story song called a saga. Now, this is your task. So, as I said, you're going to begin to write your saga today, the one that you planned before half term. Today, you are just writing the introduction. So, the first thing that you need to do is to pause the video here, refresh your memory of a saga, and read Thor and his mighty hammer again. So, do that now, and then join me again when you've done that. Okay, the next thing that I would like you to do, again, is to pause the video in a second and remind yourself of your plan for your saga. So you really need to be familiar with what it is you want to write about. So you need, when you're looking at your plan, think about the main event, the purpose of your saga, so obviously to entertain, and the characters that are involved in your saga. Now, remember their backstories because their backstories are important. Will they affect their behaviour, their attitude? It can tell a lot about a character. One thing you need to make sure is that you show and not tell with your writing. So pause the video now and go and have a look and familiarise yourself with your plan. Right, so now you have read the example of Thor and his mighty hammer, you've familiarised yourself with your plan, and now you're going to start thinking about writing your introduction. So these are the things that you need to think about. Where does your saga begin? Which characters are present? What are they doing? What will your opening sentence be? How will you hook your reader? So pause the video here and just jot down your thoughts on those questions. Okay, now I said to you before that Thor and his mighty hammer is going to be a good piece of writing to help you and support you. Now, here, where does your saga begin? Which characters are present? What are they doing? What is your opening sentence? So here, look, this is the introduction to Thor and his mighty hammer. Tells you that obviously Thor is the beginning of the writing here. So Thor and what he is, he's the god of war. Where he is, what he was doing. Okay, it also tells you something about some of the other characters that are involved in this saga. So you've got Loki here. The hammer had been stolen, so it tells you what's happened straight away, how he feels about that, and what is going to happen next. So that is the introduction. Okay, so it does say the underlined information informs the reader and sets the scene. You need to try and do this with your introduction. So we've got a shared write here that will help you. Now, this is actually a shared write that Mr. Griffiths has written for you. This is his saga, and you can use this the same as you can use Thor and his mighty hammer to help you. So you could magpie some of these ideas during the writing of your own saga. So pause the video here and read through Mr. Griffiths' introduction to his saga. Okay, so you've paused the video, you've read through the two sagas now, the two shared rights that you can use. Now you need to write your own introduction. So pause the video here and go away and write your introduction, and then join me again when you've done that. Right, so now you've written, like I said to you before, sagas can be quite long. And if I was to say to you, right, go and write your saga and then edit and improve, it would be quite a big task for you to do. So we want you to edit and improve your introduction today. So I've just put some slides on here to help you see how you might do that, okay? So before you start looking at the slides, read through your work again. Does it make sense? Is it clear? Have you hooked your reader? Have you used exciting vocabulary? If the answer is no, then you can go back and just edit those things now. You also could look at these slides here. And it's just showing you how you may want to edit your work. You don't have to do this, but sometimes it's quite a nice technique just to write around the side of your writing your thoughts and then pick the best suggestions. So here, look, I'm just going to show you a few of these ideas, and then you can go back and look at this properly yourself. So these are some examples here for the sentence starters. So back in the mist of time is the one that was chosen. However, you could have way back in time, long ago in the ancient times, long ago when the world had not long begun, once long ago, back in a long time ago, long ago time, sorry, and once back in a mystical age. So, like I said, back in the midst of time is the one that was selected. Again, you've got some other information around here. So these are the ones that weren't used. You can see this one, bellowed, is what was chosen, but you've actually got some other examples on the side here which you can have a look at, and then obviously the red is linking here for you, so it's quite clear for you to see, but it's just quite a nice way of editing your work. So looking at it and then writing down alternatives and selecting the best one. So I'm going to ask you to pause the video now. This is the end of my video for you today. Have fun editing and improving. Don't forget to be ambitious with your vocabulary, and I'll see you again tomorrow when we write the middle. Okay, take care, have fun with this activity, and I'll see you on screen tomorrow. Bye.